Today we're making ahi poke on the mainland, and this is one of those yummy keto recipes that we love in Hawaii. I did omit the sugar from the sauce. Here you'll see me cutting the green onions, readying them to go into the bowl. Um, Definitely a must-have for the poke. You'll see me grab the end of them right here. This is going in the trash. It was just nasty, and the part that I want is on the cutting board. I'll quickly swipe them over out of the way into the bowl that's waiting there. And I move the board off a little bit here to just get the green onion into the bowl and out of the way. I'm only going to use this Maui onion. I'm only using like a quarter of it. It doesn't need a lot, but you do need, it adds spiciness to the whole recipe that just it's another necessity for this recipe. I'm cutting them nice and slim. I'll break them up. You'll see me break them up right here before I throw them in the bowl. Delicious. It's, that Maui onion smells so good already by the time you cut that, and the green onions sitting up there. I'm breaking them up so that when I put them in the bowl, when I scrape them into the bowl, they're a little more pliable, and they'll fit well into what we're making here. So there we go. Set this aside, and here we're going to start adding some stuff to it. I think first here I use tamari. You can use regular aloha shoyu, or your other brand soy sauce. They just call it shoyu in the islands. This is sesame oil, and we use so much of it here. We just keep it in a squeeze bottle that's always by the table, on the table. So it's one of those good things. The sesame oil has some fun stuff in it that helps you deal with cooked foods. I'm adding now some black sesame seeds. You could toast these a little bit before if you want. I like them. Either way, toasted or untoasted. They're actually untoasted in this container. So now I'm going to add this last little bit here. This is called Tongarashi, and I thought this was going to be so hard to find here in the mainland, but really, like, I just looked around. This is a Japanese 7 spice. I just looked around my local supermarket, like name brand supermarket store, had an Asian section, and lo and behold, it was in the regular spice section with all the other spices. It was great. Now here we're using some wild Caught Ahi. I picked this up at Costco, as you can see there. No, nothing super special about it, but it is the right color. That's the color that I like my sashimi to be. You can use the lighter neon pink stuff if you want, but I like it. I like it dark, and then just this is how I've always had it. So this is how I want it to be, right? Like sometimes you can find it. You can find it a little bit cheaper if you buy it frozen. This isn't frozen. This was wild fresh ahi, and it's delicious. Here I take a little bit. I'm setting these odd strange tips off because I want to make it easy, like little steaks. I don't know if you ever done tofu, but we do tofu kind of similar here. We just make some nice thick, like half-inch steaks. Get them all about the same size, and then like these odd parts. I'll go back to these odd cuts on this tuna after. And the beautiful thing about this ahi is, ahi's usually, when it's filleted like this, it's already boneless, and you don't have to worry about the bones in it, and it's easy peasy. Squeeze a little bit of shoyu on it, and you could eat it just like that, or you could take these little steaks right here and roll them in some sesame straight and throw them on the griddle and make some seared ahi. It'd be delicious just like that. This ahi is amazing, and I think at the end of the video, I couldn't wait at the end of this video to get a taste of this to test it. But yeah, it was absolutely amazing. So here I'm gonna just let you enjoy the chopping for a moment here. of the ahi as I try to figure out how I'm going to put this together to get this chopped. Usually you would hear the tropical birds, and if you're from Hawaii, you know that like if you were to take this to a picnic, this would probably be the first thing gone. This and the lomi lomi salmon, it goes so quick, you know, sitting out there. And the perfect thing to go with this if you're not doing keto is a beer. Uh, it's just the saltiness from the shoyu and the sesame oil just go together so well with this dish. And like I think my wife said in the middle of it, don't we have any chopsticks? I want to eat this with chopsticks. I'm like, no, we don't have chopsticks right now. It's just one of those beautiful little things that oh, so good. I wish I had a little bit of kukui nut to add to it. That, or candle nut they call it. I didn't look for that. Maybe coming up. Oh, if I can find some the limu siwi, we'll do some. I'll get some candle nut and we'll do that one. But this is simple. It takes just a few minutes to put together. It's an awesome snack. It holds well in the fridge for a short time because you're putting a ton of um, shoyu to taste on it. So in this case, I think we used like maybe a quarter cup of shoyu because there's kind of a lot in there, and we definitely used about 3 tablespoons of sesame oil, and then the togarashi. Just as you if you sprinkle it on, it is a little spicy for some people, but I'm gonna do a quick change out of the board here and the bowl because I'm noticing that it's not stirring well in this small bowl. So we'll get this changed over into a fresh bowl. And this is that moment where we're arguing like, I need a third hand. I need a third hand. Somebody give me a third hand. Can I have a third hand? Yeah, here we go. Here's my third hand. And it moved over, scrape this out of the bowl, put the knife down. Yeah, put the knife down. There you go. And I scrape it out of the bowl, get all the excess bits out of it. And I'm going to go ahead and taste this here and stir it some more. And we decided that actually needed a little bit more shoyu, so I opened up a new bottle of shoyu as it went into the fridge and just sprinkle a little bit on because the shoyu is going to tenderize the outer layer of the ahi and really penetrate into the fish, and it becomes so good. Like I know I'm saying like here a lot, but because I'm trying to find a metaphor for how amazing it is. You're just gonna have to make this at home. If you haven't been to Hawaii or you haven't been one to if you haven't been to a poke bowl shop, you're gonna try this at home. Just try it, and you'll be like, "Oh, this is my new favorite keto snack." You can eat this all day. You might even add some MCT oil on it, and go from there. And here's me adding a little bit more shoyu because it's got to have that salty consistency that really makes it, and a little bit more sesame oil there. Like it's really to taste. You add it to your taste. If you like sushi, you like sashimi, you definitely need to make ahi poke. And if you're from Hawaii or any of the islands or been to a poke bowl shop, there you go. That's how easy it is to make a poke bowl at home. That is 1,000 times better and 1,000 times tastier. If you go to any supermarket in Hawaii, they all have the poke section, and we're putting a quick lid on it, throw it in the fridge, and that's it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Enjoy.